What's up, YouTube? It's Too Tall Show, delivering another vlog today. Jumping into it, if you don't know by now, the great Nelson Mandela has passed away today at the age of 95. And he's the former president of South Africa and everything, but I'm not really going to educate everybody on, his accolades and his accomplishments and his inspiration to the world. I'm just going to express it through what I've seen. I was going to do another video, but when I heard about the news today, I felt compelled to do a video about Nelson Mandela. When I was in the 6th grade back at home in Memphis, I was in this little oratorical contest, and I won it. I was one of the people that won it. I was one of the few 6th graders, and they said, "All right, you get to go on, little field trip, skip day of school, and go to it's a huge church in Memphis called Bountiful Blessings, huge, and you can go see Nelson Mandela speak." And at the age of 11, 12, I mean, of course, I've heard of Nelson Mandela, but I've really never just did research and stuff on him. 11 and 12, I'm playing with Pokemon and stuff. But I went, and Jesse Jackson was there, and Morgan Freeman, and a lot of great people were there, and it was this huge church, so but it was packed, and it's Nelson Mandela, and I knew he was important, but I really didn't realize the impact on it. And being from Memphis, you know about everything that's happened in Memphis, whether it's Martin Luther King assassination, the Memphis riots, racism, whatever. And when Nelson Mandela got up, of course, he has a very, very thick accent, and he got up to speak, and he said that he remembered when Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, and he knew where it was. He was like just around the corner from here. He knew where it was and everything. And I'm like, wow. And of course, you have other people in there that knew. Whether it was Morgan Freeman, Jesse Jackson, who truly was there, or just any old person that was there. But just that alone, he taught us that everyone that saw the speech, he taught us that look at the hate that there is. I'm gonna shout somebody out real quick. Name is Ron, very good friend of mine. It's a quote from Nelson Mandela that says, "No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite." Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. And for those of you that aren't educated or haven't done your full research on Nelson Mandela, please do that. And not just because he's passed away today, not just because the world has lost such a great inspirational man. Do that because of the simple fact it truly does inspire you. And I'm not saying it inspires you to get a job. I'm not saying it inspires you to get more money. I'm saying it just inspires you to be a better person as a whole. If you just listen to that quote, Nelson Mandela was one of the greats, like JFK, like Martin Luther King Jr., like Malcolm X, to really, well, kind of Malcolm, but to really get the source of equality out. Take away the factor of hate, take away the factor of differences, and understand that we are all people, no matter what shade, no matter what religion, we are all people, and we really do need to focus on that as a whole. But back to my experience with his speech, that's what Nelson Mandela was talking about in his speech. He was talking about equality. He was talking about fairness. And the whole time, I'm of course I'm in awe, but because I knew he was a great guy, but a great guy. But just listening to his speech, I got so much from it. And I remember that was kind of like the teenage turning point in your life when you fighting people and got attitude, and just one of those things. That's one thing that really changed my heart to really see the great good in people. My parents always taught me that, but he taught me to see the good in no matter what race, no matter what religion and everything. Because he's witnessed that. He's been through that. He's been the one hated. He was the one that's loved, and it's certain things like that that people need to pay attention to. That's just how I feel. But if you've been paying attention to my channel, I haven't been putting up too many videos. I need to start getting back on a regular basis. I will have another one up this week. Next week, please tune in to my channel. I will have a video on interracial relationships. Please tune in. I've gotten a lot of help from a lot of people as far as information, as far as opinions, as far as facts. And please tune in. You're really in for a treat. It's going to be very respectable, but at the same time, informational. And I'm not generally pointing the finger, but according to Nelson Mandela, trying to bring the fairness out. But anyway, rest in peace, Nelson Mandela. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.